This is like kind of a thicker version of newspaper.
Interesting. I don't know that I've actually seen this
Yep.
particular paper before.
Could you make something out of it?
I can make a hat. No. Let's try to make a giant boomerang plane out of that. See how it works. So, squash fold right here. It's one of the techniques that people will be learning to make their own planes for the flying machine competition. That squash fold, once you fold it in half, now creates a mechanism to lock the front of the plane together. And in this particular plane, the boomerang plane, it gives you a way to get the center of gravity just behind the center of lift. And now, I got to go into standing mode here.
Because it's too big.
It's too big, yeah, I can't see around it. So now I'm just narrowing this flap, getting ready to put it into this little pocket here. This will be officially the largest boomerang plane I've ever folded if this works. Actually, whether or not it works, it'll be the largest one I've ever folded. My record on giant folded things is a pterodactyl that I folded with a 8-foot square piece of paper.
Wow.
And it was really cool. It required auxiliary bracing internally, but it was a great addition to a nursery school because I didn't have a place to hang an 8-foot pterodactyl in my house, believe it or not. So immediately after folding, it had to be given away. But that was an interesting challenge because it took multiple people to do some of the preliminary folding on that plane. I mean,
wow.
You can imagine.
Like, hold this part down and...
Exactly, it was team folding. And it's, really complex moves to get the wings right and the tail right and the head right. So you can imagine the... We don't know if this is going to work. I'm just guessing that this works.
Well, at least it holds your folds, right?
Yeah, it's holding the folds, and it's not so thick that places are going to rip. I might get a small rip here in the nose, but I don't feel like the whole thing is going to destroy itself as I complete it here. And structural integrity, not bad. Certainly have a nice broad wing here. This leading edge, a bit of a downward curve. You can see one of the things about paper airplanes is that they don't scale up well. So the structural integrity for a wing that size, you're just about at the limit. And it's going to, in order to go in a circle in a room this size, we're going to have to really crank some up elevator into this one. And we don't know if this is going to work at all.
The moment of truth.
The moment of truth. Oh, it's flapping. The wings are so big and heavy. Structural integrity is nil.